From the Samsung Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker.
Just one day after students watched the statue of legendary Penn State coach Joe Paterno come down, the NCAA has slammed the university hard with a number of penalties. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Jasmine Brooks. Penn State has been slammed by the NCAA with a number of penalties in the wake of the Jerry Sandusky child sex abuse scandal. Penalties include a $60 million fine and the loss of all Coach Joe Paterno's victories from 1998 to 2011. In addition, a 4-year ban on bowl games and the loss of 20 scholarships per year over the next 4 years. The sanctions were announced this morning by NCAA President Mark Emmert at a news conference in Indianapolis. News 13 talked with State Representative Tara Toohill to get her take on this controversial decision.
Well, obviously it was such a horrific tragedy that occurred there, and really you want to see that there are appropriate sanctions against the members of the board, but at the same time, moving forward, as so many of the children at Penn State want to do, moving forward, you don't want to have those sanctions hurt the kids. It is a state-funded university. We do give money to Penn State, and we have Penn State Hazleton here in our area, and as well as the larger Penn States. And you want those kids to be able to get their education. You don't want their tuitions to go up, because you want it to be accessible to poorer people, middle-class people, as state universities should be. So I really want to focus on the moving forward part of it and not hurting the kids that are there, and that's my main concern.
In response to the NCAA's penalties, Governor Tom Corbett issued a statement saying this: "The appalling actions of a few people have brought us once again into the national spotlight. We have taken a monster off the streets, and while we will never be able to repair the injury done to these children, we must repair the damage to this university." Corbett adds part of that corrective process is to accept the serious penalties imposed today by the NCAA on Penn State University and its football program. He also adds, however, as a governor, I am grateful that the NCAA did not impose the death penalty. News 13 wants to know your thoughts on the NCAA sanctions against PSU. Do you think the punishment is too severe, or do you agree with their decision? Join our social chatter on ssptv.com or head to our Facebook page at News 13 ssptv.com. Share your opinion. We want to hear it. Penn State fans are also dealing with another issue today. On top of the severe penalties given today by the NCAA, the statue of Coach Joe Paterno that stood out in front of Beaver Stadium was taken down and placed into a storage facility on Sunday. Dozens of students watched as the statue of the legendary coach was taken down. Construction vehicles and police barricaded the streets and sidewalks near the statue. Workers used jackhammers to free the statue, and a forklift was used to lower it onto a flatbed truck. The statue was covered with a tarp and taken away into storage, where it remains. All they wanted was a new pair of sneakers, but 3 young men ended up with a little more than they bargained for outside of a Hazleton mall over the weekend. Police tell News 13 this man, 19-year-old Carlos Majaya of Hazleton, is responsible for stabbing 2 men and injuring a third. The fight started around 1 a.m. Saturday outside of the Laurel Mall as a crowd lined up to buy the newest Air Jordan basketball sneakers. These Air Jordan 7 Olympic basketball shoes were on sale at 2 stores inside the mall, which was set to open its doors at 8 a.m. But for 3 Hazleton men, the only doors they had the chance to enter were the doors of the hospital. 21-year-old Joel Fernandez, 19-year-old Christopher Bega, along with a 17-year-old male were all the victims of Majaya. Police found the 17-year-old lying on the sidewalk as medics treated him for a head injury and nosebleed. The other 2 victims suffered stab wounds. Police arrested Majaya after finding blood on his hands along with a knife. He was slapped with a number of charges and jailed on $100,000 bail. A Hazleton man is now locked up after stealing nearly $100 worth of steak. The meat was taken Sunday afternoon from the Heritage Foods in Hazleton. The meat thief is 26-year-old Justin Heacock, who police say ran off with 9 packs of steak valued at just under $100. Heacock was already on probation and is now locked up at the Luzerne County Prison. 2 radiator thieves have been caught. Police tell News 13 21-year-old James Davis Jr. of Hazel Township, along with 19-year-old Douglas Creamer of Hazleton, stole 30 commercial radiators back in June from U.S. Truck and Parts in Hazel Township. Now, according to police, this isn't Creamer's first run-in with the law. Just a few weeks ago, he was arrested for another burglary that happened in Hazel Township. And Creamer was also arrested in New Jersey, where he stole about 20 more commercial vehicle radiators. Davis and Creamer will be slapped with a number of charges, including burglary. Creamer is now in prison in New Jersey, answering to the charges filed against him there. Stay with us tonight here on News 13. Fred and Ron are teaming up for all your sports action. Plus, all you golfers, stay tuned. Your golf tip of the week is coming straight ahead. Also ahead tonight, Media Day is headed our way tomorrow. Find out all the details on the event that will be going on in downtown Hazleton. You won't want to miss it.
SSP TV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr. and Ron Marchetti.
Well, a very sobering day for all of the Penn State faithful, whether you're a fan, one of the alumni. This is a day that almost seemed impossible just as little as a year ago, but the NCAA came down with their sanctions. As we reported in the top of the newscast today, they were very severe. For 4 years, Penn State will be out of all consideration for not only bowl games, but also for the Big Ten championship. They were actually separate things handed down. But probably most disturbing of all for many of the Penn State fans is taking away over 100 wins off legendary coach Joe Paterno's record. But you could almost see this coming down the line the last couple of days ever since the freeze report. But I can tell you this, folks, it's going to take quite some time for Penn State to recover from all of this. If you take a look at other schools that have been dealt sanctions severe like this, sometimes it takes as long as a decade for things to get back on their normal path. We'll wait and see, but certainly one of the darkest days in the history of the Penn State University, no question, the darkest one in the history of their athletic program, namely the football team. Now, let's go down to Lehigh Valley, because that's where we had one of the Hazleton area's own playing today. Russ Kanzler and his Columbus Clippers. Well, they made serious work of things today. They liked the afternoon games. They pounded out a big win over the Iron Pigs today, and Russ Kanzler was a big part of that. He was a couple of hits, scored a run, knocked in a run, extra base hit. He's knocking the ball all over Coca-Cola Park today, and it helped his Columbus team come away with the victory. So they had a very, very good road trip, particularly coming here to the Lehigh Valley. And I'm sure a lot of the home cooking for Russ was just okay with him as well. We'll have full coverage because of it being an afternoon game. We're just starting to get back and put some of the stuff together. We'll be giving it to you during the week. Kyle Landis did not pitch last night. His Akron team came up on the short end of things. Richmond clipped them 4-3. The Scranton Wilkes-Barre team, well, speaking of 4-3, that was what they did to Gwinnett last night. The Yankees have been playing good baseball. At least the baby Yankees have. We're not talking about the boys from the Bronx. Meanwhile, Erie is at Akron tonight, Scranton Wilkes-Barre at Gwinnett. And speaking of the Bronx Bombers, who suddenly have run out of firepower, they get swept in Oakland over the weekend. 4 straight games, and now they head off to Seattle. And before you say, well, that's just what the doctor ordered, keep in mind, they better win tonight. Tomorrow, Felix Hernandez on the mound for the Mariners. Meanwhile, the Phils, after a rugged weekend, but was salvaged with an extra inning win yesterday, they entertain the Milwaukee Brew Crew tonight. The first place charging Pittsburgh Pirates are red hot. They're entertaining the Cubs, and the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets square off at Citi Field That's what we've got to open up this brand new week. And it's brought to you tonight by Stripes and Strikes. A lot more than just baseball and softball. How about for the golfers out there? That's right, they got you covered too. All sorts of golf-lined equipment, from the right clothing to all of the right accessories. You'll find them at Stripes and Strikes. It's the area's newest retailer, located on Route 309. Look for the green awning across from Genetti's Best Western. Stripes and Strikes. Make the right call.
Welcome to Trivia Treats on this Monday, July 23rd, the darkest day in Penn State University history. Hi, everybody. In one of life's bitter ironies, golfer Tony Lima died at the age of 32 in a plane crash on a golf course 46 years ago today. He was flying from the PGA Championship at the Firestone Country Club in Akron, Ohio, with his wife Betty to an exhibition tournament in Lincolnshire, Illinois, when their chartered twin-engine Beechcraft Bonanza ran out of fuel and crashed in a water hazard short of the 7th green of the Lansing Country Club, which straddled the Illinois-Indiana line in suburban Chicago. The part of the course where the crash occurred was located in Munster, Indiana. A native of Oakland, California, Lima was nicknamed Champagne Tony because he bought champagne for members of the press after winning his first tournament in 1962. Lima was the winner in 12 tourneys from 1962 through 1966, including the U.S. Open Championship in 1964. On this day in 1962, exactly 50 years ago today, Red Sox pitcher Gene Conley and infielder Pumsey Green mysteriously disappeared after stepping off their team bus while it was stopped in traffic on the way to the Newark airport, following a 13-3 loss to New York Yankees in New York. Conley was despondent after giving up 8 runs in 2 2/3 innings during the loss. Green returned to the club the next day in Washington. Conley, however, decided to go to the Holy Land and called Israeli Airlines to make a reservation and headed for Idlewild Airport, which is presently JFK Airport. When he got to the airline ticket desk, he couldn't purchase a ticket because he did not have a passport. Conley returned to his hotel in Manhattan, where he met his wife and children who traveled from Boston to persuade him to return to the team. Conley did so, and on July 30th he returned and was fined $2,000 by the Red Sox. He finished the 1962 season with a record of 15-14, and finally, 16 years ago, at the Olympics in Atlanta, 35-year-old American Carl Lewis leaped 27 feet 3 inches to win his 4th gold medal. Lewis previously won that event in 1984, 1988, and 1992. Till Friday, be a good sport. Stay loose.
Good evening. I'm Chuck Jumpeter, the teaching professional here at Sand Springs, and tonight's grip is going to be about your address position and ball position. What I've set up here on my driving mat is 3 alignment rods. Now you can go buy fancy alignment rods at your local sporting goods store or pick up some driveway markers at a hardware store like I did here. The outer line shows the target line that I want the ball to travel along. The inner rod shows the line I want my feet on, and this middle rod right here shows where the ball position should be. So when I step into my shot, I want that ball position to be just about 1 club length inside my front foot. So for a right-handed golfer, that's going to be inside my left heel. For a left-hander, inside the right heel. When I address the ball, I want a little bit of a forward tilt in my spine and a little backward tilt from 90 degrees. Take my proper grip and then just swing along that line. If you use these lines and use these markers every time you practice, you'll improve your alignment, you'll improve your game, you'll lower that handicap. Thank you very much. I'm Chuck Jumpeter.
All right, up now on your screen, those winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck to you if you play. The daily number, 698, Big 4, 8306. Quinto, 40546. And your treasure hunt, 5, 10, 14, 15, 25. Good luck.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Valley Regional Fire and Rescue will be holding a chicken barbecue Friday, August 10th. Serving starts at 3 p.m. and will run until they are sold out. For $9, you get a half chicken, baked potato, coleslaw, roll, and dessert. Stop by Whispering Willows Park for this great event. And one more announcement, the Butler Township Recreation Board and Valley East Baseball are sponsoring a free family movie night on Friday, July 27th at the Valley East Field. Fun starts at 7 p.m. with free hot dogs, bounce house, and much more. For more information, please call 570-401-7201. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Doris M. Sones, formerly of Hazleton. Services will be held Thursday at 10 a.m. from the Shell Haas Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 2 to 4 and 7 to 9 p.m. John Saritsky Jr. of Shenandoah. Funeral will be held Wednesday at 11 a.m. from the Louis D. Truskowski Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. And Charles A. Smith Jr. of Weatherly. Private arrangements were held from the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111. And by Mia's. Don't settle for second best when dining out. Discover Mia's new low-price dinner menu. And remember, there's always plenty of free, gated parking behind the Markle Building.
All right, thank you so much and welcome back. And I am joined now live with Pastor Matthew Rasmussen and Gertie Ann Mandek, and they are going to be talking to you about the Blueberry Social. It sounds delicious just even saying that, so welcome. Thanks so much for being here with me today. So it's coming up this Thursday. It's called the Blueberry Social, and it's basically backed by popular demand. So tell me a little bit about this Blueberry Social and how long it was going strong and all the details.
Sure, thank you. First, thanks for having us.
Sure.
And we're kind of known for this. We've had the Blueberry Social for 13 years running, and then we took a short break. We took 4 years off, and backed by popular demand, many people requested it. We're kind of known for it in the community, and so we renewed our energy and our resources and are back. And so what it is we offer, our specialty is the Blueberry Sundae. We have a special blueberry sauce that's handmade, homemade blueberry sauce that goes over the ice cream, and it's wonderful, it really is. But we also offer a variety of baked goods, and we also offer dinner. We have barbecue, hot dogs, ham and bean soup, all homemade, all made from scratch for the community.
Okay, and these blueberries are picked fresh. I'm sure there's many, many dozen. So what is this known for, the sundaes, and also, what other treats do people really seem to enjoy?
Our baked goods are also very, very popular. We the pies, jams, and jellies, muffins, cakes, and varieties of all, a variety of different pies, a variety of different cakes. And you mentioned the picking. Yes, we hand-picked over 100 pounds of blueberries in preparation for this event. So a lot of time, a lot of effort gone into the preparation so we can present this to the community.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about this specialty sundae. It's a blueberry sauce. Are there chunks of blueberries? Is it vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream?
It's vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
And there are blueberries in the sauce. And Cool Whip on the top. And instead of a cherry, we put a blueberry on top.
I love it. Perfect. Perfect. Now, when can people stop by this event and where is it located?
All right. The event is Thursday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. So you can come just for ice cream. You can come for dinner and ice cream, whatever you desire. And we're located on the corner of 6th and Vine, off of Church Street, right behind the Diamond Street Fire Station.
Okay, and I think a great thing about this, a lot of people will obviously come for the blueberry desserts, but you're also serving a dinner, which is awesome because people can come hungry and go from start to finish, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay, and so again, these specialty sundaes are just $4, which is definitely, I would say, pretty reasonable. And I think you brought some special gifts for our viewers.
Yes, I did. I have some tickets for you.
Awesome. And there's 6 here, and you are going to get the chance tomorrow and throughout the rest of the week to get your hands on some of these and get some free food and free ice cream at this ice cream social. And so why are you guys so excited to be bringing this back after 13 years going strong, a couple years off? And why is it so important to bring this back for the people?
Well, it's an event that gives an opportunity to bring our congregation together, to serve together, and it's a fun thing for us to do. And it also brings the community in our doors and gives the community a chance to enjoy what we have to offer.
All right, well, thank you so much again. So you definitely have to watch the news for the rest of the week because we are going to be giving out some of those delicious tickets to you guys. I thank you so much again. And it's the Blueberry Social. It's coming up Thursday at the St. John's Lutheran Church from 4 to 7. And we'll have all the information also up on our website at ssptv.com.
Thank you.
All right, thanks so much. Moving on tonight, the weather outside was perfect today, but what will Mother Nature have in store for us? That's the question the YMCA is asking, because they are having a car wash to benefit the YMCA summer camp, and that is coming up tomorrow. You can get your car washed for just $5, or if you have a bigger vehicle, they're asking $7. The car wash runs from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., and again, that's tomorrow. Now to our creative condition, coming to us from Janine Castillo from West Hazelton Elementary Middle School. She tells us she loves summer and loves to play outside as much as she can. Let's take a look right now at that forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies with a low down to 65 degrees. Again, tomorrow, partly sunny skies, a high all the way up to 82 degrees. Your forecast brought to you tonight by Just Windows and so much more. First Street in Freeland, the pros in windows indoors since 1985. Give them a call at 636-1133. More news and information is headed your way next here on News 13. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Coming up right now on News 13, in just 24 hours, people will be flocking to our SSPTV studios for the 3rd annual Media Day. A preview of the event is coming up right now.
From the Samsung Production Studios in the heart of Hazelton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Thanks so much for staying with us tonight. I'm Jasmine Brooks. The 3rd annual Media Day, hosted by News 13 SSPTV and the Hazelton Standard Speaker, will get underway in just 24 hours. As always, the entire community is invited and encouraged to attend this event coming up Tuesday, July 24th, that's tomorrow, from 6 to 8 p.m. Check out the event live as we broadcast from the streets of downtown Hazelton, or better yet, come join in on the excitement in person. This event will feature an assortment of fun, including dinosaurs from Bill's Old Bike Barn and museums. Bring the kids to get together and get their picture with these prehistoric animals, or have them take a ride on the carousel horses. Tux the Penguin will be making a special appearance to sign autographs and take pictures with the kids. Get a chance to meet our staff along with other local celebrities and elected officials. Enjoy the sound of Greg Palmer as he takes the stage to perform. Watch the dancers of Tracy's Dance Academy. Local organizations, including Victory Bible Church, plus a variety of vendors will also be on hand. Media Night is also a fun time to win big. Full day passes to Ozzy's and the Renaissance Fair will be up for grabs. Win tickets to Regal Cinema or pay-per-view movies. Our News 13 studio is located at 109 West Broad Street in downtown Hazelton. Make sure you stop by from 6 to 8 p.m. tomorrow, July 24th. We can't wait to meet all of you, that's for sure. A Hazelton family must now find a new place to call home after the apartment they were living in was condemned by city health officials. This is the building at 211 East Avenue in the city. Mold in the basement and cockroaches on the first floor were the reasons health officer Mark Thompson condemned the home. News 13 actually learned of the problem apartment from the father of one of the tenants. We have learned the landlord was in contact with the city health office and will be cleaning up the apartment here on Diamond Avenue. As for the family, they were ordered to move out. No word on where they are staying tonight. Just because school is not in session doesn't mean children shouldn't be learning, and today some got a lesson that they'll never forget. News 13 stopping by Whispering Willow Park in Cunningham this morning, where children were learning all about keeping safe and protecting themselves. This lesson was taught by Sensei Nevin Baskin, owner of Mountain Valley Karate Dojo in Hazel Township. When Baskin isn't teaching inside his studio, he's taking his knowledge out in the community. Today's lesson also included stranger danger, knowing rules and keeping safe, and what to do when you get lost. Baskin will be around the community all week long. Tomorrow, he's actually teaching at Trinity Lutheran. That's coming up at 10 a.m. Cunningham Borough is moving forward, taking legal action against neighboring Sugarloaf Township for not cooperating with the upgrade of Cunningham Authority. We told you last week that an emergency council meeting was held Friday afternoon to discuss legal action against Sugarloaf Township. Cunningham has been trying to get the township on board to form a joint sewer authority to save all residents money and expand the authority. There is a current agreement between the two municipalities. Sugarloaf is actually considered a customer of the Cunningham Authority. It all comes down to EDUs and the fact that the authority must upgrade and expand by order of the state. Council members explain that this has been going on for 20 years now. It's very detailed, but something needs to be done.
An EDU is a sewage unit, equivalent dwelling unit, it's called. And everyone that is hooked on to the sewer system has to have an EDU in order to, facilitate that. So you can't be a customer without one, or you can't, hook up your system without one.
And so what is the underlying issue here they took from you guys?
Well, I guess the underlying issue is right now the plant needs. The plant is under, or the authority is under order to expand and upgrade the plant. The upgrade, what the upgrade would do, it would accommodate additional customers to be put onto the system. Right now, the system's overburdened. So, being that there's, a low number of, or actually, for some cases, there's no EDUs. It all depends. That's what this litigation is about. The few remaining EDUs, basically, who would have, authority to disperse those.
We also have an agreement, 1970s agreement, that needs to be focused on. So, and that's where we're going right now. And as far as the, we need to, let's say, maybe reevaluate the system in itself. We need to also make sure that, it's not really a real expansion, what they're calling an expansion. We just want to improve the system for the people of Cunningham. Okay, now Sugarloaf could be part of that, all right, and that's fine. But they also have, if they want to do that, they need to share as part of the expansion itself, okay? Majority of the expansion, though, will not benefit the Cunningham residents because we are landlocked here.
Council voted 5-1 to go ahead with the litigation and take action and plan to move on with the Act 537 plan, whether Sugarloaf is on board or not. Councilman Gregory was the only no vote. He feels the two municipalities should continue to work it out on their own. He also believes litigation is going to be too costly and says personalities should be taken out of the deal. Gregory thinks some micromanaging and the citizens of Cunningham are going to hurt and will have to dig deeper into their pockets. Also, Sugarloaf is rumored to be in talks with Butler Township in terms of hooking up to the authority there. Councilwoman Hart says Cunningham will need to reevaluate the system, go ahead with the litigation, and improve the authority for customers. Coming up on News 13, we have a look at your forecast and we head to Klein Township where police are looking for those responsible for some recent car break-ins. Also ahead tonight, police in West Hazleton need your help in finding this man. Find out why in just a bit. Caught on camera. Police now have a description of a man they believe could have something to do with an attempted arson in West Hazleton. Take a good look at this man. Police would like to talk to him about an attempted arson fire in West Hazleton. According to West Hazleton police, this man may be involved in or have information about the attempted arson that happened on July 14th on East Broad Street at 204-206. The West Hazleton Fire Department was called to this vacant double-block home in the 200 block of East Broad Street Saturday night around 10. We're told smoke from a phone book left on a lit stove burner was the start of the fire. An empty 5-gallon gas can and a tub filled of kerosene were also left in a bathroom. West Hazleton police tell News 13 someone intentionally set the fire and set the building up for arson. Police who were first on scene found both back doors of the home forced open and 2 rear windows smashed. If you have any information on this attempted arson in West Hazleton, or you can help identify the man on this surveillance video, you are asked to dial 911. The cause of a fire that happened Friday morning in the city of Hazleton is still under investigation. This is what it looked like Friday morning on the 200 block of South Laurel Street. The original call came in as a car fire, but when firefighters arrived on scene, they found this camper ablaze. The fire from the camper was also so intense that it melted siding on nearby homes. According to fire officials, the investigation is still ongoing at this time. Moving to Hazel Township, where a part of a business went up in flames Thursday night. This is what it looked like when firefighters arrived at Greenview Meats on Winters Avenue right around 6:30 Thursday night. The fire started in a shed that was connected to the back of the building. Thanks to quick action by firefighters, the main part of the building was saved. Today, when News 13 stopped by to see if the business was up and running, we found a state police fire marshal there interviewing the owners of Greenview Meats. The investigation continues into how the fire started here in Hazel Township. Now to Klein Township, where police are on the lookout for some car thieves. Unlocked vehicles are being targeted during the early morning hours. Residents are asked to make sure they lock up those car doors at night. Anyone with information is asked to dial 911. Of course, all calls will be kept confidential. 2 employees of Boyers in McAdoo, along with a juvenile, are in some trouble with the law after giving away free food. Klein Township Police slapped 24-year-old Caitlin Patrol of Tresco, along with 36-year-old Tiffany Bodner of McAdoo, and a juvenile with a number of charges, including retail theft. The charges stem from an investigation that happened between April and June of 2012. Now, police say Bodnar and Patrol worked as cashiers at the Boyers here in McAdoo. The 2 would ring up items and then void part of an order or even the entire order altogether. In some instances, the 2 would not scan items for themselves or other customers, essentially giving away free food. Additional charges may be filed in this case. Money and other merchandise was taken from a Klein Township home on Sunday night. Police tell News 13 the burglary happened sometime between 7:30 and 8:30 p.m. at a home in the Woodside Terrace section of Klein Township. Police say someone broke into the home through a kitchen window in the back of the home. Now, if you have any information, call State Police at Frackville. That number at the bottom of your screen, 874-5300. More news is headed your way next here on News 13. First, we have Freddie B. He's here with the Penn State situation, plus Hazleton's own Russ Kanzler was in our area today. Freddie B has the latest. Stay with us. Picture to share with all of you tonight. Although Russ did so well tonight, he still managed to make time for all of his friends, including this little guy, our own Kristen Bazinski's son, Nathan. She sent that in to us just a few minutes ago, and of course Nathan looks adorable, and that is just a great picture of the 2 of them. The weather outside was perfect today, but what will Mother Nature have in store for us tomorrow? That's the question that folks at the YMCA are asking, because they're having a car wash tomorrow to benefit the summer camp. You can get your car washed for just $5 or a bigger vehicle for $7. The car wash runs from 10 a.m. to 3 in the afternoon tomorrow at the YMCA here in Hazleton. Now to our creative condition. This one coming to us from Janine Castillo. She's from West Hazleton Elementary Middle School. She tells us she loves summer and loves to play outside as much as she can. Let's take a look at that forecast. Tonight, mostly sunny skies, scattered T-storms, a low down to 65 degrees. Taking a look at that 4-day outlook. Tuesday, we're going to see partly sunny skies with a high near 82 degrees. Heading into Wednesday, big sunshine, high near 79 degrees. Going into Thursday, we're going to see some scattered showers and thunderstorms. It's going to be cloudy and a high near 77 degrees. And TGIF, a chance of showers and thunderstorms once again. Mostly cloudy skies, a high near 78 degrees. Your forecast tonight brought to you by the Lazy Dog Salon. Dog and cat grooming. It's located at 525 North Broad Street in West Hazleton. Give them a call, 459-0310. Also by Valley High Drive-In. Boy, is that making me hungry. They're located on Route 93 in West Hazleton. Not only can you get ice cream there, but food and so much more. And of course, they're now open for the season. Some road work to tell you about tonight that's happening all this week. Exit 155, that's the Dorrance exit to 151 southbound. The left lane will be closed in Dorrance Township Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. So please be aware of that. That's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks so much for making us a part of your day. You can catch this newscast again with a rebroadcast throughout tonight, or just simply go to our website, ssptv.com. There you're going to find everything Greater Hazleton and beyond. It's just one click away. And don't forget about these tickets we're going to be giving away tomorrow to get that blueberry ice cream for free. We'll see you tomorrow.